back at it again, and we got one from Candace Owens. Let's dive right on in.
I just have to say that I object strenuously to your use of the word hilarious. To me, this feels a lot like your reaction to being named in one of these manifestos. Now, you're of course not responsible for the words of somebody writing that document, but I do think that laughing at it is a real problem, because these are real families that are impacted by this violence. And I think our efforts towards talking about this have to start from a place of mutual respect, which is what I've heard from this side of the table. Now, the reason we don't have those numbers, I want those numbers as much as you do, but to say the numbers don't show something is simply not supported by the data.
Okay, and I have 38 seconds left, Ms. Mulligan, if you want to respond within that time.
The only thing I would add is that it's in the name. Terrorism, domestic terrorism, it terrorizes us. It terrorizes us in our homes. It terrorizes us in our schools. And to the points made by the other panelists, it is disproportionate to its impact on any individual life, and it's not.
You reject the idea it's something that doesn't matter, or it doesn't really matter?
Absolutely reject.
Okay. All right, so here's where we are. Every member now has had 5 minutes and... Okay, and Mr. Clay, so we have two members who have not. So I'm going to go to the two members who have not yet, and we'll give an opportunity.
That's interesting. So they all get like whatever, a time slot, and once you use it, you use it.
For a closing thought to any member.
It's a good way to have these things set up, so everybody actually gets a chance to say something. I like that.
Who wants before we go?
Am I next to respond, or is Mr. Meadows?
I thought Mr. Meadows was
Mr.
next.
Meadows, okay.
Mr. Meadows is next, then Mr. Clay, then to you, Mr. Jordan.
Ms. Owens, obviously this is a gang up on you. We're giving these witnesses the ability to do a rebuttal on you, and so I find it unfair, Ms. Ballou. I mean, candidly, for you to show mutual respect and then you to go after Ms. Owens, it's not appropriate. So, Ms. Owens, you can have 4 minutes and 34 seconds to respond. However,
yield for a second.
I'll yield to.
Thank you. I believe, Ms. Owens, when you used the word hilarious, it was referencing the fact that no one had asked you a question. It wasn't to the subject matter of the hearing. Is that right?
That is correct.
And to have another witness insinuate something that is not accurate is just not appropriate, Mr. Chairman, for how witnesses are supposed to behave in front of this committee. I also think you didn't say it doesn't matter about the subject matter of today's hearing. You said there are other subjects that matter as well, and maybe we should spend some time on those. Is that accurate?
That is correct, and they matter much, 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 much more, and I have said that. I said that in my opening, and I will say it again. You know that white supremacy and white nationalism ranks nowhere near the top of the issues that are facing Black America. And the reason that you are bringing them up in this room is because it is an attempt to make the election all about race, as the Democrats
Not in my case, Ms. Owens. I'm sorry. Please do not characterize my motive.
Mr. Chairman, it's my time.
Yeah,
it's my time.
You've got your time, Mr. Meadows. I'll give you 3 more seconds.
Every 4 years, you bring up race, and you knew exactly what I meant when I said hilarious, and you just tried to do live what the media does all the time to Republicans, to our president, and to conservatives, which you tried to manipulate what I said to fit your narrative, okay?
I do hate that, and I've seen that for a long, long time. I told you guys probably 7 years ago, I stopped watching the news, and I was sitting there thinking, like, does nobody else see this? Like, nobody else sees this? Like, what is going on? Like, am I the only person? But then, thankfully, all of you were like, nah, Rich, we see it too. We don't watch the news either. Once I finally built up the confidence to actually ask, because for a while I thought I was going crazy, and I thought, like, maybe I'm paranoid. Maybe I'm just like schizophrenic or something, I just had all these thoughts, but yeah, the media and people in general, they will take one little tidbit of something that you say and either hyper focus on it and forget about the rest of the whatever it was that you said, or they'll take a snippet of what you said, exclude the rest, and only post that so it looks like you said something else. Let's get back to it.
I was not referring to the subject matter that is hilarious. I said it's hilarious that we are sitting in this room today, and I've got 2 doctors and a missus, and nobody can give us real numbers that we can respond to so we can assess how big of a threat this is. Because you know that it is not as big of a threat as you are trying to make it out to be, so that you can manipulate. And the audacity of you to bring up the Christchurch shooting manifesto and make it seem as if I laughed at people that were slaughtered by a homicidal maniac is, in my opinion, absolutely despicable. And I think that we should be above that. To try to assign reality or any meaning to a homicidal maniac writing a manifesto, which, by the way, let the record show, also stated Spyro the Dragon, the child's cartoon, as a source of inspiration. He also cited Nelson Mandela as
Spyro the Dragon as a source of inspiration? The hell? How do you explain? If anybody has read this manifesto, explain that. Like, how do you pull motivation from Spyro
as a source of information. I don't think that Nelson Mandela has inspired mosque shootings. You can correct me if you think I'm wrong. You would rather assign meaning to a homicidal maniac than to actually address the things that I said today that are actually harming Black America. Number one, father absence. Number two, the education system and the illiteracy rate. Illegal immigration ranks high, abortion ranks high, white supremacy and white nationalism, if I had to make a list again of 100 things, would not be on it. This hearing, in my opinion, is a farce, and it is ironic that you're sitting here and you're having 3 Caucasian people testify and tell you what their expertise are. Do I know what my expertise are? Black in America. I've been Black in America my whole life, all 30 years, and I can tell you that you guys have done the exact same thing every 4 years ahead of an election cycle, and it needs to stop.
Damn. Hold on, Candace. Chill out. You ain't gotta go that hard. Chill. She just wow, dropped the mic on him. That was wild. But I also do agree on if we're gonna have a serious debate or discussion like they are having here, you gotta make sure you're prepared. Bring the facts in the statistics. I'm not saying that you're wrong in whatever it is that you're saying, but I'm saying make sure you bring some hard evidence. Anybody can say anything these days, and there's a lot of people that are quite convincing in what it is that they have to say. Give me the facts, give me the statistics, then I'll listen to your words. I ain't trying to hear shit you got to say unless you backing it up with some facts and some statistics. What is your opinion? Your opinion is like an asshole. We all got one, but doesn't make it right. But I don't know. Y'all let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, and of course, hit that subscribe button before you go. Go and join the new Discord server too. It's the first link down below. I'm out.